morning, everyone. Chris here. I am about to start a very, very important job, and that is thanks to some neighbors. Some neighbors brought over a gigantic bag of foraged mussels. I love mussels, and you can't get more fresh than pulling them off the rocks yourself. So we have a lot of wild mussels, and we need to make sure, one, that they're still alive, because dead mussels are very, very bad for you. And then I'm gonna clean them up because, when I put them in the sauce, I don't really wanna deal with all that other stuff. So the way I like to do this is I fill one of the sinks with salt water from the ocean, and I just put them all in. And you'll be able to tell quickly if any of them have died, because they tend to float. And then also, it'll give us somewhere to scrub them with. So I'm gonna put these all in and I will get the tools I use to scrub them. All right, so right away, we've got 3 that don't seem to be sinking. They're definitely floating. So these go right over the side. If they're alive, they will continue to live, but I'm not gonna risk it. And then the second thing you look for are mussels that are open, because if they're open, even just a little bit, then they're dead. So if they're underwater, they'll open a little bit, and then when you pull them out, they should close right away. So we've got that. A lot of these have some pretty serious barnacles on there. So what are we gonna do? There are a couple of ways to do it. One is to use like the metal scrubber. And the other is if you have, where is it? A little wire brush. This is not a little wire brush. So this will not do what I need it to do. I just remembered that I sacrificed our kitchen little wire brush to work on the engine. So it has moved permanently into our toolbox. So I'm gonna buy another little wire brush next time I'm at the grocery store, if they have one, and then if not, there's a kitchen store in town. So I guess I'm using the stainless steel chainmail. So time to scrub these bad boys. And then some will be going right into the pan, and others, whatever the overflow is. But definitely want to eat these really, really soon. But I forgot to share the most common tool used to clean mussels, and that is, I'm gonna use this pot, a simple spoon. And you just scrape along the mussels to get most of the stuff off. And then another tool that can be used is just a regular flathead screwdriver, and you just could pop these right off. And I like the screwdriver. It occurred to me I don't need to get these restaurant perfect. So I'll just place them in between the 2 sinks on the metal part, and then use this to push down all the stuff. And then you want to take, beards are beautiful, and on mussels it means they were healthy, but I like to pull those off too before they go in the pan. So we will do all of those, and let's see how I do. That took me an hour, and I was going to measure and see how much we got, but apparently I'm also buying a new scale. Oh, heavens. Anyway, how big is this? This is a 3-liter container, and I bet we're gonna overflow this. So one of the things that's quite common after you do this is some of them open up a little bit, and I think you might have just noticed that he's closed now. I don't know if I got a good shot of that. So that does happen. You don't have to be scared if they open, as long as they close back up. Let's see if I can find another one that's open here. But anyway, this is so many mussels. I'm so excited. It's almost 1 o'clock, so I think it's time to get cooking. I'm gonna do butter, garlic. Here's a sailboat tip. If you leave an onion out long enough, you get green onions, or scallions. So I'm gonna do the scallion, And then at the very, very end, I'll throw in some tomato. And I'll steam the mussels in that mixture. And I will do some zucchini spirals or zucchini noodles. Some people like to say it either way. So, fingers crossed. Wish me luck. Here's what I was talking about. This little guy is open and he's closing back up. So he's still good. So you don't have to be scared if they start to open up a little bit. Anyway, time to melt the butter. Off to a good start, but unfortunately, somebody drank all the wine. So we're gonna substitute white wine vinegar, which is always an okay substitute. So we're gonna add that, lemon juice and a little water, and then we'll add the mussels. Question, how many mussels to do? It's just me, so we're gonna add in more than I think we should because I absolutely love mussels. This is, of course, the last chance to double check and make sure they're all closed. And I think I'll do a third of what we have in here. We'll do that many. That looks good. And then we're gonna put the lid on so that it'll steam. All right, that's starting to look good. They're gonna need seasoning with some stuff. I forgot to go out and cut fresh herbs, so we're gonna cheat. And we're gonna use pre-mixed herbs here. We won't look too closely. We'll just really, really fill that up. And then we'll add in our zucchini noodles so they can cook. And the tomato we cut earlier because we were testing the knives as we were sharpening them. That way nothing goes to waste. And then that's gonna need salt and pepper. I need 2 hands for that. Then we're gonna toss it all together so that the zucchini and tomatoes will cook a little bit. And look at our mussels. All right. The only thing she needs now, which I probably should have added earlier, is some crushed red pepper. Ooh, it's spicy. But not too much. Alrighty. We'll put it back under the lid for a few minutes. Alright, I think she came out absolutely fantastic. Toss a little parsley on top at the end. And have some sparkling lemon water. So we got lunch with a view.